Where you put my bag?
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag?
Daddy, I like when you
right
scrambling and
here.
scraping.
No,
I like that. Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah, that's what it was called.
Diddy is once again facing allegations of running a secret Hollywood gay club after his bodyguard exposed him for sleeping with several well-known male rappers.
And then he picked like quite a few of them down. I'm like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there and it said butt plugs.
Rumors about Diddy being on the DL have been around for years, and now one of Diddy's former acquaintances recently claimed that Diddy's gay club and parties have some major Illuminati vibes.
You saying that, you saying the whole party was weird. What did you see at the party that made it weird? I mean, I'm confused.
I guess it was Illuminati. It's just weird.
The whole situation exposes a much deeper problem in the music industry, so let's break it down. Rumors about Diddy's sexuality have been flying around since the 90s. However, Diddy is now being accused of getting inappropriate with much younger men.
Have you ever met Diddy?
Yeah.
Okay. Did he ask you to party? Party?
Man.
But let's start with some context first. Rumors about Diddy being the DL have circulated ever since Diddy rose to fame in the early 90s as the founder of Bad Boy Entertainment. Back in 1998, Wendy Williams implied on her radio show that Diddy was either gay or bi, and it was later rumored that Diddy pulled some strings to get Wendy fired from her job at Hot 97.
There was a radio personality once upon a time. Her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about such. And now it's all come full circle.
And although Diddy had multiple highly publicized relationships with women and fathered 7 children, multiple celebs have dropped hints over the years that Diddy is on the DL, most notably 50 Cent. Ever since Diddy famously crashed Nori's Drink Champs episode with Jadakiss and Fabulous back in 2017, 50 has been throwing both subliminal and direct shots at Diddy. Diddy's appearance on Drink Champs raised a lot of eyebrows at the time because he was acting too comfortable and kept calling Nori Daddy.
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
No,
I like that.
I'll be practicing.
Yeah, there you go. Got your notes.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna go over that one.
And then when Fabulous started talking about spending his birthday with his kids, Diddy made him answer if he missed being with him on that day.
Did you miss me though? For real, because I'm saying it seems like a thing with this birthday party.
Puff, man.
Man, but I'm talking about for your birthday.
Huh?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party, you know what I'm saying?
Shortly after the interview went viral, 50 posted a meme on Instagram showing a picture of himself in a hospital bed surrounded by stuffed animals and a text overlay that said, currently recovering from pettiness. And in the comments, 50 wrote, sorry, I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are now left under the leadership of Puff Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. But 50 didn't stop there. 50 appeared on The Breakfast Club and revealed that Diddy once offered to take him shopping. And he also implied that Diddy being gay is an open secret in the industry.
I get uncomfortable. Like he said something to me one time, a long time ago. At Chris Lighty's wedding, he told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Everybody see, don't make like it's just me, man. Fluffy do some like a little fluffy stuff.
Now you guys are all in some hip hop beef, okay?
Nah, I ain't got nothing to do with this.
Just weeks later, Diddy himself appeared on The Breakfast Club, and you already know Charlamagne had to ask him about the situation. Diddy claimed he had no idea what Charlamagne was talking about, but you could totally tell from his voice and the way he was fidgeting with his hands that the questions made him really nervous.
Come on, man, you saw that on World Star and on the gram.
Check this out. When they started playing the game, the pause game, I would definitely...
That came from Harlem, too, by the way.
Yeah, it came from Harlem. I definitely would say the crowd would be like, whoa, did he just say that? You know what I'm saying? I don't play games, y'all know. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man. I don't play games. But, yeah.
Did you
compilation? Nah, I was coming off of being in Miami a night of partying. I don't really remember what I was saying.
Of course, Charlamagne then decided to remind Diddy of what he said on Drink Champs. However, Diddy kept acting like he didn't know what the issue was. And he also conveniently ignored the daddy part.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag?
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
No. That was you.
Scrambling.
What? You said, I like when you do it like that, Daddy. When you scrambling and scraping for shit.
Hey, man.
Like, I don't know what I was talking about.
Hey. Nah. I mean, I was
You don't
caught,
go back and look at that stuff and laugh?
I mean, it could be funny. I don't really be on it like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like.
Diddy then started talking about how he's not homophobic. But see, no one accused him of being that in the first place.
I know I say like reckless stuff out my mouth that's just not maybe, adding up to with somebody who's homophobic, but I'm not homophobic and I really don't, care. You know what I'm saying? But I'm bad at the game and it's probably hilarious. I would love to see it. I would love to see the video compilation.
As for 50's comments, Diddy admitted he did ask 50 to take him shopping, but he once again skirted around the question and tried to make it like the issue was his beef with 50 and not the part where 50 called him fluffy.
I asked 50 about that, and he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy.
Yo, why do you and 50?
Hey, yo.
Why y'all not?
Hey, yo, I don't have no beef with
I don't know why.
With Fifth. He loves me. He loves me.
Do y'all really
can't
have
see
a
it?
beef?
I mean, y'all can't see it.
No, we can't see
Y'all
it,
can't
man.
see that he loves me?
And there were also other times when Diddy appeared more sincere in interviews and talked about battling some personal stuff, which further fueled the gay rumors. In 2019, Diddy contributed a hook for the song Hope by Blood Orange. And in the music video, he talked about his fear of being loved the way he really wants to be loved. After watching this video, many fans took to social media to urge Diddy to come out and live an authentic life. However, other fans said that people need to stop obsessing over Diddy's sexuality because whatever he is or isn't is nobody's business. But see, the real issue here is not whether Diddy is gay or not, because at the end of the day, he doesn't owe an explanation about that to anyone. However, over the past few years, disturbing reports emerged that Diddy is the leader of a secret Hollywood gay club where other male celebrities who are on the DL can take advantage of much younger men. These reports first started circulating after Usher admitted he attended the so-called Puffy Flavor Camp when he was just 14 years old. Usher got involved in show business at a young age after Bobby Brown's former bodyguard introduced him to L.A. Reid. Reid signed Usher on the spot, but after a few years, puberty took its toll on Usher's voice, and Reid wanted to drop Usher from his label. However, after Usher begged the label to keep him, Reid decided to send Usher to New York to live with Diddy and attend something Reid himself described in his memoir as Puffy Flavor Camp. What's also weird is that Reid claimed in his memoir that Usher may have been a minor, but, quote, nothing about him seemed juvenile. I was turning him over to the wildest party guy in the country at an age when I still needed to get his mother's permission, Reid wrote. But he went to New York for almost a year. I didn't know whether I was being irresponsible or having an epiphany. Usher later admitted that his parents actually didn't know Reid was sending him to live with a grown man. And he told Rolling Stone that moving to New York City by himself was one of the hardest days of his life. In the same interview, Usher also revealed that Diddy didn't try to shield him from any of the wild stuff that was going on in his house. You'd open a door and see somebody doing it and several people in a room having an orgy, Usher said. You never knew what was going to happen. Initially, Diddy was mainly criticized for being a womanizer and letting Usher get involved in the adult lifestyle at a young age. But when Usher appeared on the Howard Stern show in 2016, he said Puffy Flavor Camp actually didn't have a lot of girls coming in and out.
Moved to New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
Nah, not really.
Usher explained that he was too young to understand all the stuff that he witnessed at Puffy Flavor Camp. And he also revealed that he was paid per diem to stay with Diddy. Howard then asked Usher if he would let his own kids stay at Diddy's camp. And here's what Usher had to say about that.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
In the meantime, more old footage of Diddy and Usher surfaced online, with one video showing Diddy telling Kevin Hart he and Usher used to wake up together and wrestle with Usher when he was just 10 years old.
Fresh off the Garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and
damn, pause, but like just back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
What the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid.
And then, on top of all this, Diddy's former associate, Keith D, recently made more shocking allegations about Diddy. Keith became close to Diddy during the early 90s, and in 2018, he confessed he had a role in Tupac's death, claiming that Diddy offered him $1 million to get rid of both Pac and Suge Knight. Keith moved in the same circles as Diddy for decades, and recently made another shocking confession, claiming that Diddy has been attending secret gay parties with other DL men in Hollywood for years.
Yeah. That picture there, that they was at that party that day. Yeah, it's just like a bunch of weird shit. That whole fucking, yeah, that shit weird, dude. Yeah, bunch of, it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no gay basher or none. I mean, none of that shit, but that shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying? That shit, that whole party was weirdoed out. Yeah, and it was Jada Pinkett. What?
You saying the whole party was weird. What did you see at the party that made it weird? I mean, I'm confused.
I guess it was the Illuminati. It's just weird.
But it wasn't even just Keith who said this. Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, also recently revealed that he witnessed Diddy buying adult toys, and later that same day, he saw Diddy going into a room with Ja Rule.
And then he picked like quite a few of them down. I'm like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there, and it said butt plugs. Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the naked. Puff looked at Ja. He said, yo, Ja said, you ain't want to go in that room because there's a lot of freaking going on.
As for fans, they're now saying that we're going to get a Surviving Diddy documentary sooner or later because too many people have said the same thing about Diddy. One fan said that it's not the fact that Diddy's gay, it's the fact that he's creepy about it, adding, if he's gay, more power to him. It's when these up-and-coming rappers want to meet with him for advice. They look up to him. He uses that power dynamic to get them to do things that they normally wouldn't do. It's like the casting couch in Hollywood. That is just wrong. And another person commented, mark my words, in about 5 to 10 years, Netflix is going to do a full-blown documentary on all the sketchy shit he was doing behind the scenes. But let's hear your opinions on this. Is there enough evidence for Surviving Diddy? Let us know in the comments. And if this story shocked you, wait till you watch this next video.